Hi there, I'm Stephen Gerard, and I'll be taking a look at the Roady BT satellite radio for your car for the Best Buy blog, seeing if this could be a potential upgrade for your existing radio or replacing a faulty one. You can find everything you'll need to know about this device, starting off with the unboxing and how to start it up. Getting started with the unboxing here, I was actually surprised with how many pieces it came with, although it did provide everything I needed to get started. First off, we have the SiriusXM satellite connector there. It just magnetizes to the top of your car, and then it goes straight into your device to allow you to access the SiriusXM network and everything it has to offer. We have the actual main device itself there, and the sticky mount. If you peel off the red tape there, it has a very adhesive surface you can stick onto any flat surface of your car, with this little rotating piece that connects the device itself that allows you to have it at any angle to get it in a right direction. And then we have the power cable here, of course, that goes from your power connector, as we can see there, into the device. The power connector, I did appreciate that it was quite stylish, just going straight into the AC adapter of your car with audio, FM, and an AT adapter there, as well as the power cable on the very back. Now, putting that aside, we have the sticky parts there that allow the devices to hold together, as well as the SiriusXM magnet that does attach to the vent or the adhesive mount. Now, putting that down as well, we have the actual Roady BT here itself. It does have a very clean design. I appreciated the carbon fiber accents there on the touchpad, as well as numbers you can use to easily swap through stations and different options, day and night brightness setting, a return, a search function, as well as a menu option. On the back there, you have the magnetized backing with the logo that does allow you to connect the SiriusXM magnetized piece, which allows you to actually remove the BT device if you ever want to make any changes to it or fiddle with it in hand, and then just magnetize it right back on there. And there we have the aux audio cable and then the optional vent mount. If you didn't have a flat surface or preferred to have it over a vent, these clamps there can just go inside of the vent and then connect to it, and it'll have a pretty solid foundation that it can rest on. Again, using one of the adhesive pieces, all you have to do is just stick it right on there and attach the magnet to it. And overall, everything in here was pretty high quality. I like that it gave you everything that you need, not just a couple parts with optional pieces, making sure that you're ready to go no matter what vehicle you have, especially with this very detailed instructions manual that had a bunch of photos and steps to make sure you know what you're doing, with the diagrams helping a ton, especially when I was first testing it out and I was having trouble understanding some of the descriptions they were providing. The hardest part of the setup is actually the SiriusXM satellite connector. As you can see here, I have it mounted on the top of my car. Depending on the type of car, you'll have to mount on different areas. Here I have it on the top front of mine, and for the cable, you can actually put it underneath the molding on the top of your car, so it's tucked away, won't get damaged in the rain, and it provides a sleek look, being completely hidden. Then you can kind of pull it down there onto behind the windshield, underneath the molding there. And then I have mine tucked in right in the doorway, but you can find a better place. If you look up more tutorials online, you can find a better way to do it. As with this setup here, while it is out of the way, it does get in the way a little bit when I'm getting into the car or my foot pedal. And I just have the cable leading in there into my center console, where I have both the aux plugged in and the SiriusXM adapter there, with both the charging port, audio, as well as the satellite connector. And then I have the power cable leading all the way up to my device there. And again, you can route the cables to where it's completely out of the way. Most popular I've seen being to actually route it through the vent itself, although I just have mine here for testing purposes. I can show some of these settings here with the Sirius FM. So I will radio demo mode there. And now that I'm out of the demo mode, I can show you more of the options that's available with this device. Now, starting off, you do have to have a subscription to use this radio. So you'd go here and then it would have a few options to be able to actually set up the radio with your ID. You can also call a number there. It shows your radio ID here. Online product support, if you do actually need any help, there is a help support system. Some audio settings, you can kind of choose the different outputs. You can enter to aux, FM, or AM, and the audio levels here as well to adjust the volume more precisely with your vehicle. Some display settings and general options, as well as a signal indicator so you can check if it's properly set up. I have the satellite terrestrial there. It seems both are doing quite well. And then some more options like auto shut off and some default factory settings. Now, while a radio-only device might not be for everyone's needs, if you are a fan of listening to the radio and want more options and better audio quality, this is definitely a device to keep an eye out for, as the satellite radio does provide excellent audio quality, being much more clear and having no static that you might be used to with standard radios, as well as offering plenty of categories and different options for a variety of things, from news to sports broadcasting to any kind of radio stations. You have plenty of options of different genres and categories, and features like favoriting certain artists or songs to allow you to keep up with them and get notifications when there's something playing on the radio that you might enjoy. And those buttons at the bottom, going from 1 all the way to 9 and then 0, can all be used not only to interact with the device searching for channels, but just by pressing them, you'll activate one of your presets or favorited sections, allowing you to play a bunch of your favorite music all from a single click of a button without having to look them up or get anything else ready. You can have up to 2 presets per button for a total of 20, which is great for the hundreds of stations that you can choose from to curate your personal music taste. Although it is important to calculate the cost of the subscription into making your purchase, as it is required to use the device. And while unfortunately you can't use the Bluetooth of the Roady BT to connect to your phone, you can actually use it to connect to the radio of your car, allowing you to wirelessly stream music from your Roady to your vehicle. And I was just using the aux as my case, as my car doesn't actually have Bluetooth connectivity available, but if you do, it's a very excellent option of being able to seamlessly swap between your devices without having to plug even more things in, having a much cleaner interior. And you can also get an FM adapter to stream to it using your car's radio. You can also connect wirelessly to an external head unit like the Onyx Plus head unit, allowing you to connect to this, which makes it a lot easier than rewiring an entire subwoofer or any other kind of head unit that would often require a lot of effort, time, and likely money getting the right pieces or replacement parts, which makes it a great budget option, being extremely easy to set up, especially if you're a fan of the radio and just want a seamless upgrade at a low budget price, especially compared to some of the other competitors out there for those touchscreen controls. And if you want to learn more about the Roady BT radio satellite, you can do so over at the Best Buy blog with my review. You can find all of SiriusXM's other devices on the Best Buy store.